Good, great dancing. We love that one, don't we? We love saying Jesus is the King. Fantastic. Right, I've got a big question for you here. Have you ever told a lie? Oh, I bet we have. Everybody has, haven't we? Can you think of a lie that you've told? A lie is when we say something that isn't true, that's not right, that isn't correct. We tell lies sometimes to get something that we want, like, oh, I haven't had a snack. No, I didn't have one 5 minutes ago, when we really did, because we want another snack. Or we tell lies to get out of doing something that we don't want to do. Like, yes, I finished tidying all of my toys, when they're still in a big mess in our room. We tell lies to get out of trouble. Oh, it was him, it wasn't me. Oh, I wasn't even there, I didn't even see anything. Or we sometimes tell lies to get other people into trouble. Do you know she said this naughty thing? We tell lies sometimes so that people will like us a little bit more. Do you know I've got the most amazing playroom full of the most amazing toys? I've got hundreds and hundreds of toys. We might tell that lie so that people will like us a little bit more. Can you think of a lie that somebody else has told that you believed, that you thought was true? Maybe a lie that you listened to that got you into trouble. It might be something small, like at school, the teacher says, so a friend says, oh, the teacher said we can go into the classroom, go on, and you go, when they didn't at all. And then the teacher comes back in and you get into a lot of trouble because the teacher didn't say that, it was a lie. Or it might be a bit more serious. Maybe somebody says, oh, Alex said that we can share his sweets, so go ahead, dig in, have some. When Alex didn't say that at all. And now you've eaten all of his sweets when they weren't yours to eat. People tell lies. We all tell lies. And often people look good when they tell these lies, but they will always lead to trouble in the end. Now remember, we're learning what Peter says to these Christians who lived shortly after Jesus did. There were people from churches that were telling lies too. They were telling lies about Jesus. And so Peter is writing to these people and saying, warning, people tell lies about Jesus. Warning, people tell lies about Jesus. Now you might think, why would people tell lies about Jesus? What could they say? But it's the same when we tell lies, you know. People are telling lies about Jesus to make themselves look good, or to get out of trouble, or to get away with doing things that they know are wrong. And it's sometimes hard to tell if people are telling lies or the truth. How do we tell? Sometimes lies are really sneaky, aren't they? There's a little bit of truth in there, but not the whole truth. Listen, I've got a little story here to help us to explain, okay? So here's my little scene. I think you can see that. So we've got some friends here hanging out, okay? They're just having fun, playing around, and this is what happens. One of these friends' mums brings this amazing chocolatey Claire in. Oh, doesn't it look good? And the mum says, listen, everybody, this delicious chocolate eclair is massive. Look at it. This is to share after lunch, okay? So don't eat it, please. And then mum leaves. Can you imagine? Everybody here is just staring at this huge chocolate eclair. It looks so good, doesn't it? Everybody wants to eat it. And somebody says something. Somebody who really wants this chocolate eclair and doesn't want to have to wait until after lunch. They say, this guy here, he says to everybody, oh, it looks good, doesn't it? Do you like chocolate cake? Well, yeah, of course I like chocolate cake. It's amazing. Would you like to try some? Oh, of course I would, but my mum said that it's for after lunch. And here comes the lie. No, she said to leave some for after lunch. So that means that we can try a little bit now, as long as we leave a little bit for after lunch. There is our first warning. People tell lies. It goes on. Oh, I'm not sure. I don't want to have any because I don't want to get into trouble. Come on, we won't get into trouble. Your mum wouldn't shout at us. She's so kind. Lie number 2, warning. They said they will get into trouble. This guy says, you don't know my mum, and we should always do as she says. Last lie coming up. This guy. Well, how about we just try a tiny little bit, just from the bottom here. She'll never know. Besides, lunch is ages away, so your mum will probably have forgotten about this delicious chocolate eclair by the time it comes. Lie number 3, warning. You try a bit, and before you know it, you've eaten the whole chocolate eclair. Warning, don't listen to the lies. People tell lies to get what they want. This guy really wanted the chocolate cake, but he didn't want to get in trouble on his own. He wanted everybody else to join him, so he told lies. He said that the mum said things different to what she actually said. What about the people that Peter is writing to in his letter? Let's read what he says about them together. Have a look on the screen. I'm going to read just the first little bit. There used to be false prophets among God's people, just as there are now. And you will have some false teachers in your group. False means not true, lies. They will secretly teach things that are wrong, teachings that will cause people to be lost. They will even refuse to accept the Master, Jesus, who bought their freedom. And so they will quickly destroy themselves. These people are telling lies about Jesus so that they can live how they want to live, even though they know it's wrong. And they're trying to get others to do the same. They might say things like, Jesus isn't coming back like he said he was, so it doesn't matter how you live now. Just go and do what you want. Or they might tell lies about what is written in the Bible, like we saw last week. Peter was telling them, no, we didn't make up these stories. We were eyewitnesses. This is true. It really happened. People tell lies about Jesus. People might tell lies about Jesus even now that we hear. Oh, Jesus was just a good man. He's not really God. Jesus didn't really die, or Jesus didn't really rise from death. That's not true. Warning. People tell lies about Jesus. A warning tells us of danger ahead, doesn't it? And look again at what Peter says is the danger if we listen to these lies about Jesus. Just count all of the words on the screen that are in white. Can you see them? Can you see how important it is for Peter to tell these people, these are lies, people tell lies. He wants them to know, because then look at the words in grey. Peter wants the people to know that people tell lies about Jesus because lying about Jesus is serious. Because Jesus is coming back and Jesus is God. Warning, people tell lies about Jesus. Don't listen to them. Like in our game earlier, where we put our hands over our ears when the lies came. Don't listen to the lies about Jesus. So listen, we need to listen to this warning, but we don't need to worry about these lies that people tell about Jesus. We don't have to worry because we have the Bible, which always tells the truth. There are never lies from God in the Bible. We can trust it because God does not lie. So we listen to the warnings, but we don't have to worry. Remember that God's word is true. It was written by eyewitnesses, remember? They actually saw what happened. It was written through God, through his people. In our story with the cake earlier, if we were shown a recording of what the mum actually said, we would know what was true, for sure. But we have the Bible to show us what is true all of the time. So that's why it's a great thing to read it, to help us know what is true and spot the lies. It's a great thing to pray to God, to ask him to help us to understand, is this true? Is it lies? Because we want to love God and we want to live for him through Jesus. So, warning, people tell lies about Jesus. Don't listen. Let's sing a song now together that reminds us of how amazing the Bible is, how it tells us the truth about Jesus who came to save us because he loves us. Let's sing together.